Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower. With me today, we got...
Kyle McIntyre.
Oh, and then we got... back again. We got...
Brian Rashigler.
Oh, what up? We actually
What up?
You gotta say what's up to the camera,
Shouts out to all my peeps. A Walsh out there holding it down.
And then first timer,
what's up, Co?
we got Adam. You got
Hey, what's up, everybody?
so Adam's the guitar.
I don't know. I mean,
I know it's a little different element
How you
adding the video. It's fun. The first,
Just pretend it's not there.
that's
All right,
exactly
look
what
at it and acknowledge it, but pretend it's not there.
Yeah.
Just pretend everybody in there is naked.
It's just like somebody just hanging out on the podcast or whatever. What's that like that meme where it's like somebody like sitting next to a bunch of people laughing? It's like what it's like to listen to podcasts. Somebody's like a real person next to a poster. I'm like, yeah. This is good. But Adam is the guitarist singer from Just In Case. So happy to have you on.
Yeah, glad to be here, guys.
is.
Obviously I know you guys pretty well, and to be on here finally is pretty cool. So I'm excited.
Yeah, finally roped you in.
Yeah.
But we'll get into some topics, and we'll get little plugs that we're doing for some shows coming up and some cool shit going on with Just In Case and playing. But before we do that, let's get into the what's news with everybody. Kyle, what's new in your world? What's shaking? What's grooving? What is good?
Man, it feels like the last podcast you did wasn't too long ago. Not a whole lot has happened. I had a light burn out in the garage.
Yeah.
Sick.
Fuck. We just got it dialed in. Whole ballast and everything burn out. So
It's not just like a bulb because you text me
I
like,
changed the
You
bulb.
need the whole actual.
yeah, I just have to rewire everything and
Good thing you know how to do that
on paper.
on paper. In theory.
Yeah.
What
No,
you
I
get-
can do it.
Is that a bitch to do or what?
No, I mean, I could probably change the ballast, which controls the amount of electricity to each bulb, or I could just change the whole fixture. But they cost the same, so I might as well just change the fixture
Yeah.
and, get all new parts and everything with it. So, I don't know. It's not a
get it.
huge project, but
Just get it
know.
done. Get a nice chandelier
yeah,
for the lounge.
Yeah.
Dang, that'd be pretty sick.
That would be sick.
It's
Get a
like
nice
crystal.
Yeah, the little charms hanging.
Or the
And-
really annoying ones from IKEA that have you pull the string and they open.
And then they break
close.
the third
Yeah,
time
they-
you pull it. You're like,
It's like plastic and
and you
bronze.
never get to use it again. It's just
during
stuck on.
During the podcast, there are too many White Claws just start swinging from that.
Oh
thing,
my
like,
God.
like you're a pirate coming
Yeah.
in.
I that's really
Like your All-American Rejects. Swing.
swing. There you go. Do they swing from
That's
the
a
chandeliers?
97 joke? Or something.
Did that come out in 97?
90,
No,
I don't know.
that was
I'm
like
guessing.
2000.
98?
Yeah.
It's like 2001.
Probably 2000.
I remember liking them. Like
Yeah.
that first All-American Rejects.
When they were on
they were-
Doghouse.
Yeah.
Before they might still be on Doghouse.
All American Rejects, that was hitting hard when we were in college, man.
Yeah.
That was hitting.
Well, they got
I know, but
popular,
they're I feel like that was
It's like 2000,
2001, yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, but that,
heart.
that
Yeah,
first
I'm
record
in
High
didn't,
school, yeah.
they didn't have any drums. They
Whoa.
it is all like
They need a
fake.
drummer? No.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Craig-
25 years later. Y'all need a drummer?
Yeah, they did all
Don't talk to me.
drum machine. So,
Hey,
Yeah.
easy drummer 2.0.
Yeah, there we go.
but then all their music videos they had a drummer playing, but the
Well,
songs
you
were
got
still.
You got
Oh
it.
yeah,
For aesthetics.
yeah. You just got to keep them around.
The
You got to
rolling
keep the
808
drummers
can only
around.
do so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it on camera. They're like, yo, dude.
Could you just not play?
Look at the buttons on
You
this
just
Dude's like, hits a button, walks away.
that's the music video. To go to the drummer shots.
Dudes are rocking out, and they have the drum machine back there by itself.
Like a vintage TR-808 or whatever. Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is from the 80s, bro. It sounds raw.
That's my what's new. I mean, that bummed me out.
Well, yeah, because we
just we got this thing dialed. This fucking room. I'm like, why is it dark in here?
not to like
son of a bitch.
harp too much on like the video thing, but I was pretty stoked on that and how it came, and I'm like, oh, we matched the lights and stuff like that, and then you're like, oh, that whole thing burned out, so we can't do
Sick.
the podcast. I'm like, well, we're planning on doing it here anyways this
Yeah.
week, so
So one thing, I went to load the video cast on
Yeah.
YouTube, and the day I go to, this was yesterday, and like all of a sudden YouTube was not working on my thing for nothing. And I click on Spotify, it worked fine. And I'm like, why is my YouTube not working on my desktop? So
Where's my YouTube?
I got to go back and like check it out because I was
Excuse
trying,
me, YouTube?
but I did listen to it,
Yeah,
the whole
like-
thing.
You call customer service?
I didn't just listen to the first 5 minutes.
yeah.
I listened to the whole thing while I worked.
Nice.
There you go.
Liar,
All the way
man.
up till the advertising at the end.
Liar.
Yeah.
All them
Pants on
products
fire.
you guys. Ah!
The product. Yeah.
All those
All
products,
them
man.
products, guys.
Valuable,
I haven't gotten
valuable.
a goddamn one of them.
Yeah.
All right, Adam, what's new with you? What's it's first time, so go over your whole life story. No,
What's
All right,
shaking?
real quick.
What's
All right.
shaking? What's
Ready?
cooking?
what's new in your week?
All right. New in the week, I'm hitting the job hunt hard. I recently moved to Ocean Beach, so that's been, adjusting to the true beach life.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Nice.
'cause
It's
you
been
were-
amazing.
Yeah, kind of like
first pair of board
East
shorts
County,
ever.
right?
Yeah, I mean, man, I dropped the
No
tidy
effects,
whities. I
bullshit.
moved to
Yeah,
just,
yeah. Speedos
commando, and then the whole
You got,
flip flop.
you got your longboard out, your flip
Yeah,
flops.
Socks and
I'm eating
flip-flops,
shit
baby.
from here and there,
Got
on there on the pavement from once in
Got
a
the
while.
dread
but,
wig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, they're so cool.
No, just trying to stay busy playing.
Nice.
Actually, like with this whole coronavirus thing, like and the shutdowns and everything, it's just I've really gone back to the fundamentals of music, like really practicing, like all the things that you kind of just glaze over as a musician, and just like, yeah, I got it when I need it. Well, when sometimes you don't have it when you need it. So I really want to just kind of been brushing up on the basics and really making sure that when things kick off again, when they do, that personally as a musician, that I'm ready to go. So
Well, you also play saxophone. Do you practice saxophone a lot, or are you doing mainly guitar?
I honestly never practice. I hate practice
for guitar, for anything?
For anything.
Yeah.
I play a lot. Do I practice? I'm learning at this age. I'm finally learning, but I play a lot. Let's just say that.
Yeah. So I was wondering, like with sax, that's you can't practice quietly with that. Yeah.
Honestly, it's a trade off because I used to
Neighbors
live
are like,
in,
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, seriously. I've been told the whole spectrum of things. Like, hey, either like, keep playing, you sound like, like Eddie Money, or like shut the F up. Like,
Yeah.
stop playing like the whole notes. We know you're stoned. You're playing you're playing 4 notes per every
Squeaky
5
and-
minutes. Like,
Yeah.
please stop.
I'm practicing my breathing.
Exactly. You
Leave
can be
me
practicing like
alone.
holding notes and breathing.
And I'm like, shut the hell up and practice circular breathing.
I'm practicing my circular
scales.
breathing,
Come on,
jerk.
man. Like,
You couldn't do it.
Yeah, I had a friend's dad, like they lived in an apartment. He was practicing sax, and it was like so loud. I mean, it's not like he was good. Like he's been playing for years, and he used to like play in bars and stuff like that. It was Josh's dad, and so it was like. But whenever he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna practice," he'd shut the door like, "Wow, wow!" It's like,
yeah, that's the thing. It's
Yeah.
not like a brass instrument, like a trumpet, trombone, things like that, where you can put a mute in it and it'll like mute. Like woodwinds, you like it's just full bore, and you can be like, but like no,
Yeah.
you got to put some air through it. So
Yeah, throw some
there's
springs.
really no volume control like per se in in an apartment.
yeah.
No, it's true.
And then so you're like, are you like practicing like, or you say you're learning more? You're learning more like theory, or just like
Yeah,
your modes,
brushing
and
up on the
scales and shit like that?
modes for sure, and it's funny because I just was recording with
I say that, and I almost know none of them. I know pentatonic, figure 1. I know my blues
That's
lick.
all you need That's all you need. You can get through, man. I mean, but no, it's really just getting back to like college mode, like just losing yourself in like the fundamentals and looking at like actual music and like intervals and piecing it together. So it's all nerdy stuff that most people don't want to hear about. But like for me, like I need to get back to that because it's been years since I've done that.
Mm-hmm. Do you find that is like useful, like learning techniques or whatever, like with songwriting? Like,
Yes. So like for me personally as a songwriter, I kind of like, I like to say that I have this like dark room that I can kind of access like and just kind of grab something and then work on it.
Yeah.
I never in my life have sat down to write a song ever.
okay.
In any genre of any type of whatever, it's just like, cool, I'm fiddling, I'm practicing a scale, I'm practicing a song I know, and boom, I'll like something will come out and it'll like either someone will catch it or I'll catch it and I'll be like, well, that was kind of, what was that? And
Yeah.
then if I remember it, then we'll work on it. That's seriously how I've always written music. That's the reason that I play music, for that spark of creation.
Yeah.
Like that's it. That's the
That's
reason I
why
pick
we
up
have
an
the
instrument.
computer set up at all times now.
Yeah.
to
And I
record.
know,
Yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah, after it's only taken us about 23
after 20
years.
plus years, we finally just hooked
Just leave
something
it on.
to record up through the PA. So when we're practicing, We can hit record.
It was
the
always
ideas there.
It was always the exact opposite. It was like, cool, we got it. Let's practice it 8 times in a row. And then right when we take the 2 minutes to hit record, we'll forget the whole thing.
Next week comes around, like, you remember any of that song?
Yeah, I remember. Let's just start playing.
Not one little lick of it.
And then one of us will start playing. That was a great song
when it lasted. Moving on.
We think it was cool.
Well, Kyle and I guess and Brian too. It's like when you guys are writing songs too, do you really go towards like things that you already know, or are you just like experimenting to find the sounds? Because like learning theory, you kind of know where you're gonna go before you even get there, as far as your placing and stuff like that,
and like your limits and stuff. And
it's really what you choose to use. Like it's like I always say this. Like when I was like first taught music and like notes and reading everything, it's like think of like your notes, your intervals, your sequences, your patterns as like your plate, your fork, your knife, and your spoon. Mm-hmm. Can you make a great, can you enjoy a great meal without a spoon? Sure. But it's going to be, you're going to be like, damn, I wish I had a spoon. So it's like, it's really up to like, how much of the fundamentals do you truly want to know and master? So they're subconscious, and then you can allow yourself to just go. Yeah. Because if you don't have that, you're always going to be like, man, my playing has hit the ceiling and I don't know what it is. It's really, in my experience, go back, be honest with yourself, go back to those true fundamentals and work on them.
Yeah. Well, because you're writing a lot of songs like with like synth tracks. You're not really even like writing on guitar and bass, but you're adding maybe things later. Are you kind of just experimenting sounds first, or you kind of? Yeah,
I'm basically like, let's say I'm listening to a song, whatever. I'm like, damn, I love whatever that is being made right now. I'm not going to copy the song. Yeah. I want that instrument, and I'll find an instrument that sounds similar, and I'll just kind of like make something. I'm like, oh, this sounds really good how I'm doing it, and then I'll add on to it, and then throw some guitar on there and maybe electric bass or whatever.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Sometimes like just the sound of something inspires me to write something.
Yeah, because you're kind of writing a lot of like your synth tracks and songs like that, like on like MIDI keyboard and stuff like that. So it's not really your main instrument. I guess would be bass. So it's not even just like the different way of thinking of how to write and stuff like that with chords or whatever. Even though yes, you play chords and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's kind of weird. I wonder, it's just more experiment and stuff like that. But like Brian, you're also writing like a lot of instrumentals and stuff like that. You do either hip hop tracks that you're making, or even just like instrumentals that you sent us that we played on the show before. It's like, how do you go about that? Because I would want to say that drums is your main instrument, right?
Well, I mean, that's what I've learned all my whole life. But I've been, fiddling with. I don't know theory. Like I tried in college. I quit the class. I'm like, this is over my head.
Dude, who was that? So real quick, Brian and I went to college. We went to county college and 4-year university.
A couple of college boys.
College boys, man. But like
a couple bachelor degrees in the house. What do you guys? How do you guys feel about that?
What smart. Yeah, man. You wipe my ass with it every day.
Yeah. Hangs good on the wall. Looks great.
I know, real smart ass answer is like, what's your degree in communications? Oh man, you're using it every day. How you communicate? It's like, man, zinger. I literally hate you.
Yeah.
But back in theory class, like I just quit.
Fundamentals. Remember the guy on the piano? He must have been 175 years old, man. He's like banging on the piano, and he's like, "I hate the piano," and I'm like, "Why are we playing the piano then?" So that's a true straight up how the teacher was.
So I had to quit because it was over my head, and I'm like, I'm a drummer, and I like to play rock music. But then when I, at the same time, I'm still doing. Even back then, probably around like 99, I started like fiddling with instrumentals, whether it was dance music or hip hop beats. Mm-hmm. And maybe a little earlier.
I want to say it was fall '98.
Yeah, maybe like
I'm just joking.
Maybe it's September 26th.
I need the actual date.
Let me look it up in my.
So what I ended up doing was I was traditionally doing drums first, and then I would just layer. And now, and I just do one hand of the piano, and then I do the other hand of the piano. Because I was never good at doing it at the same time. So then, as of more recent, I was like, well, I don't know how to play guitar either, but let's just, I know how to do basic power chords that sound okay together, you know? So I started doing that, fiddling around with my fingers, and then I just like patch in where I want to, I do a verse part, then I like stop because I can't just keep playing nice and clean through. And then I'll just like patch it all together. At the end of the day, it sounds really good, but, I couldn't like tell you what key it's in, where I started. Like I'd have to actually figure it back out because like a lot of it just comes out, and then I'm just like, cool, it's recorded, and then I'll mix it, and it sounds good. Yeah, and then I'm like, I couldn't play that again,
though, man. Like there's
someone
a
else
lot
can
of
figure it
ways
out.
to arrive at a completed song.
100%. Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I would say I used to, but now of late, I've been starting with like guitar parts because I've been playing more live guitar through Reason and then through like Amplitude or something of that, or my little Crush 20.
Yeah.
My orange Crush 20.
There you go.
R.
Plug.
Is it RT? The
Hard to
reverb
plug.
and tuner.
Yeah.
If you want to send me anything free, Orange, I'll give it to the guys, and if they get any drum spot, no, I'm just kidding. So I'll sometimes patch in through the headphone out, and then but either way, it just I think drums was what I used to base everything off of. But then I'm like, when I'm playing with Adam, I'm like, Adam, give me an idea to play to, because it's like I don't want to be playing a beat and then Adam's like, well, I don't know what you want me to, it was always easier for Adam to present, or who, even when I'm playing with you guys, like I'm better at that way.
I wouldn't shut that door. So
for sure.
I wouldn't slam that door quite so hard, because like, I'm sure there have been songs, there have been ideas for sure where you have just started playing a drum beat and we're like, boom, and I can't name a song offhand, but I know it's happened more than once.
Yeah, but I would say probably 90% of the time.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but there has been moments. I have my moments, people.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
It's like, gee, homie.
There's totally different ways of writing, especially if you don't put like music theory first. I always find just like, I'm not like more creative from learning. I mean, I joke around about the pentatonic, but I'm like, I have learned other scales and stuff like that. And I find I'm creative just by having more contact with guitar. Like just by playing it more, I'm like, oh, I'm more comfortable with it. Not that I'm like, oh boy, I'm applying everything I learned.
A virtuoso.
I haven't. Because I don't apply anything I learned.
Santana over here.
Anything. I was like, oh, cool. I'm actually like just learned of actually like technique of like, in the past, like at least 2 years for sure, I've learned, I'm like, oh, just playing more with your like wrist and stuff like that. And like, actually, like I used to do like vibratos by my finger, just up and down. I'm like, that's
not some real
wiggle,
strong.
Right?
That's a good one, especially for
I've seen a lot of guitar players and they do the mouth thing and they wiggle.
It's the fundamentals, man. That's again,
it's just like technique. I think is more
technique, fundamentals, and knowing. Yeah.
But that was a good tangent.
Good tangent.
Brian, what's new with you? What's shaking?
Well,
you were on a couple weeks back.
Well, I mean, since then, photography's been picking up. I got a wedding this weekend with
nice.
You're going to be helping me out there. So we're taking the show on the road.
Yeah,
no, I was kidding. We're touring San Diego.
So I got these new light stands. They're fucking sick.
You got nice light stands. They're looking good. I got a few, so we got plenty. We got the camera, so that'll be cool. I did a portrait session for a friend a couple weeks ago. That was cool.
Yeah.
We're about, I just finished a video last week, 2 weeks ago for Just In Case, and we're trying to get all that together. So a lot's been going on. I'm looking for a house.
Yeah.
With my wife, which is insane in San Diego, by the way. Anybody who thinks anything over $250 is expensive where you're at, you just be lucky that's how cheap it is.
Double or triple that.
We're getting beat out at $500,000 for 3-bedroom houses in San Diego by $50,000. So
yeah. Oh, damn.
I'm telling you right now, don't try to shop in the seller's market. So, and it's always going to be a seller's market here. So, but yeah, that's been huge. So my whole every day has been like houses, anything I can do for the photography, anything I do for the bands. And that's been it. And then daughter after and before daycare. So it's been, and then, just been kicking ass the best I can.
Just go.
Yeah. And I'm like, shit. I'm like, I'd be this busy at my job, but I'm like, I'm doing stuff I like, and I'm not getting tons of money. And, thank God for unemployment and fucking, but, if it wasn't for that, I'd probably be in a different position. But yeah, we're doing. Other than that, other than the fact I'm still on a furlough, it's just been like I've been making use of the time to fill in them gaps and get a lot done because. Right now we got the live stream we're planning. We got our own live stream we got to plan out. It's just been constant. What's next? So
live stream on
stuff,
March 6th. We're gonna have a lot of those plugs in the show. March 6th.
March 6th.
That's the 4 of us.
Yeah.
Yep.
2 bands, 4 guys.
Yeah. It's like when worlds collide.
Not to interrupt, but did you work? Were you ever a bartender?
No.
No, ever.
No.
Okay.
I've closed a few bars down, if you know what I mean.
Hello.
I'm putting in work.
Yeah.
I tip pretty well.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding. I tip horrible.
I'm very European in that.
Horrible.
I'm a horrible tipper.
I'm very European that I don't tip.
Yeah, I'm more of the European type. I just don't believe in tipping.
Yeah, I just never.
I like to ruin the restaurant employees.
Yeah,
whole
I love it. It's
shit.
great.
Yeah.
It's great. I like to rack up a $200-$300 meal. Love it. And then I'm like, no tip. Why am I tipping?
Yeah.
I spent $300.
Send some food back.
I'm
Send some
paying.
food back to the kitchen.
Yeah,
and then, you know,
a couple
what?
times.
Still not. Yeah,
Cut.
still not.
Ate half
tip.
of it, sent it back. Didn't like it.
Yeah, I want
Let's
something
go.
else.
I've had people in the past do that to me plenty of times.
Like you ate fucking half of the
It's like
damn
I'm having a
thing.
nightmare now.
Yeah.
Waiting is like the most
Best movie.
the best representation like you can get for the restaurant business. Man.
Yeah.
Like I know it's still Hollywood, but like, it is dead on.
It's yeah. They Hollywoodized actual stuff. You know. Like
Yeah.
People that go through this stuff.
No, dude, that's straight up. Like I
don't know about the
you
balls
remember
game.
this, man.
I don't know about the nutsack thing.
You remember
Never
this,
happened
dude?
in my
This was
life.
like what 2005, 06. Like I opened up a brand new Applebee's in Summers
Yeah,
Point,
oh,
man.
yeah.
That was the whole experience.
Yeah.
Like that whole movie. And when I saw it, I had like PTSD watching
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, they definitely based it off of Applebee's or Shenanigans or something.
Yeah, I
like
think
that.
it was like Bennigan's. I think
Bennigan's.
is
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah.
It was all the
good
same.
old Bennigan's.
It's all the same.
Yeah. It's like
yeah,
what?
that's hey man, we're just kicking ass. Yeah, go team.
Yeah, no. I'm excited for the live stream for sure. Just to plain and just in case.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And I'm like,
I need a drumstick sponsor too, by the
it's
way. That's why I
actually-
came.
yeah.
Hit me up.
You're on the wrong podcast.
I was told you guys got
Can
me
I
a
give a
sponsorship
big
lined up.
plug for the live stream?
Give it.
No, don't do it.
None of us will benefit from
No.
it.
None of us will
No.
ever benefit from it.
We're gonna stop this right now. Cut.
Big shout out to Nate from House of Music San Diego. I met him through another project I'm in, Crucial Blend, and we did a live stream and a couple practices there. He has been more than accommodating and welcoming. He is an amazing person, and he's really just trying to get the scene still rolling here.
Yeah.
We're a little stagnant here, but he just wants to get his chops wet and to meet more bands and to get it going. So it's a great opportunity, and I'm really, really thankful that Nate is letting us do this because it's going to be great. So.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. No, it definitely seemed like what he's done so
Thank
far.
you,
It's
Nate.
fucking sick. So I'm super excited about this one.
Yeah.
So March 6th on
Yeah.
Twitch, we'll post a link on all the
It's gonna be great.
pages, the Instagrams, all that shit. So you guys will have to really be living under a rock or not even listening to the podcast
Yeah.
to know that
you can hear all the stuff they talk about, what we talk about. You're gonna hear the Axe effects, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna hear the Sans amp.
Yeah,
You're gonna
there
hear a
you go.
bunch
You're
of
going
other
to
little
hear the
things.
Sanzam.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear it through the live stream.
You're gonna hear Brian's bodily functions.
You're gonna hear my
all of it.
cymbals and my snare, but you're not gonna hear my kit because I gotta use their kit. But hey,
it's house kit, but it's all
compromise.
right. It's good.
But yeah, it's gonna be good. We're going all direct, which is cool.
Yeah,
Besides
and
the drums, of
I'm
course,
excited
but,
for that, and I think that
Um,
will translate really well.
Yeah.
just because we've been all practicing with just
month,
in-ears.
a year now almost.
And that was like one thing I was just so resistant against. I'm like, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
And once we do it, I'm like,
know.
no,
I
it's
broke
actually,
you guys in. Don't worry. You know.
You're
what
like,
I'm
oh,
talking
that's actually
about.
pretty
broken
sweet.
in. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
So
Who are you talking to?
yeah,
Yeah, why do you keep looking to your right?
There's millions and millions of people right there.
yeah. But no, I'm excited. That'd be good.
Heck yeah.
And then, well, what's new for me is
No one gave a
Hey,
shit.
Brian, what's new with you,
Sorry,
bud?
sorry.
Hey, bud. That was your.
That's
was
my
your
job.
podcast.
All right, hold on, cut it. Brian, what's new with you? I fucked that up.
yeah.
Here, I'm gonna fuck this one up too. Hey, Brian.
How was your day? Is
The
what-
end of
How was
end
your
of
last
the
4
Line
hours?
6 HX Stomp
Oh,
debacle.
the saga begins.
Is it still? Is it in yet?
Continue.
You get it back?
It's here.
Let me see it. We need to see it.
It's tucked away back there.
Ah,
it's
I
all
see
plugged
it.
up, so I don't
I
want to.
see it.
People know what that
I
shit looks
see it.
like.
Yeah.
But so far,
I see it.
so good. I got it back. I think Monday,
So good.
and I'm like, feel like you're walking on eggshells. I'm like, don't break.
Yeah. Don't touch any of the buttons.
Yeah. Don't use it, and please
Yeah.
do not stomp on it.
Yeah.
It's in the fucking name.
Yeah.
Stomp.
If
But
you
no.
stomp on this, you're gonna break it.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to say gentle touch box.
So originally,
Gentle touch.
just
Gentle
wait.
HX
touch.
finger
That's
probably
what she
wasn't
said.
very good.
Yeah. HX caress.
Yeah.
Don't
Gentle
stomp
caress
my,
box.
Don't stomp my
Yeah,
box.
don't
Gentle,
stomp
You
the
have to call
box.
it the
Always
HR
gentle
if it was
touch.
the caress.
Gentle touch.
Gentle touch with any box.
So what had happened was the output on it was it was just dimming all the way down to like 0, wasn't going anywhere, and then it would just like kind of fade back up, or you'd have to turn the thing on and off, and then it would come back sometimes. It was no rhyme or reason.
So your box was lacking a little.
It was
You
oscillating.
needed to reinvigorate.
It
your
was
box.
It was fucking shitty. I was fucking pissed. I'll be honest with you. And then the guy's like, "Oh,
no one likes a shaggy box.
It's a hardware issue." Send it back. So I did, got it back, and it didn't have that issue, but it had like a loose capacitor
from the shaking around. In
circuit board. It was like just
Maraca.
completely loose, and so the output for that that the capacitor was on didn't work. And I'm like, good. This is supposed to be like dual output, and so you can go whatever
left, right.
Yeah. And then I'm like, great. This doesn't fucking work. So I hit him up, and then that was like at least a week and a half, 2 weeks before they
switch it to mono.
could like they even said anything. And then okay, here's a label, ship it back. And I'm like, finally got it, and then shipped back. And then Kyle was saying like they probably had to replace the whole circuit board.
They would have.
Like what are they doing over there? And then I got it back.
They just give you a new pedal.
That's what I wish they would have done.
They are a huge company.
Did you check the serial on it? Same thing?
It's the same
It
shell.
literally would have taken one day to be like, this is trash.
Yeah.
Here's
grab another one off the shelf.
That cost us $10 to make.
That doesn't shake like a maraca.
Yeah.
It is the same one that they sent me.
But they should have just sent you a
new one.
You
Yeah.
I mean,
it?
I opened
Dell
it,
did
looked
that.
at it, looked at it.
Yeah.
But it was
Dell computers would have done that.
The capacitor didn't like fall off. It was ripped off.
yeah.
They were mad at you, boy.
The circuit board was like missing like pieces.
COVID,
like-
bad
like-
day guy.
It's like someone ripped a piece of paper. That's what it looked like. You
They were
can't
mad at
fix
you.
that.
Yeah.
This guy keeps calling. Rip out a capacitor.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that his thing
Yeah.
broke after 3
Yeah,
months.
he's mad that you didn't give it back to him yet.
Take a chisel to
Rip it
the
out.
inside.
Yeah, so
Show him who's boss.
got it back and
It'll be back.
it's working. It sounds like I think I'm hot and cold. I'm like I kind of want to keep it because I'm like it,
After all that,
but
I know, this guy.
I don't think so. I think
Just
I'm gonna
sell it.
I think I'm gonna sell
I think
it.
you got
Sell
Stockholm
it for like
syndrome.
$30,000. Say it was
Yeah.
custom,
Yeah,
custom Tone Jerks edition,
but
remodeled by Line
Yeah.
6.
I'll put
Everything's been checked out by
Yeah,
line
and
6.
recirculated.
Twice. Why was it checked
Yeah,
out by line
yeah, yeah.
6?
Yeah.
Don't ask questions.
It was custom made.
Shut
but-
the fuck up.
yeah, I think I'm gonna do a video on it at least just to get that out of it. And
Okay.
like my plan was to do like, let me like make my own presets and show what the thing can do, and then I'm just gonna sell it because I'm like I don't need it. I have the fractal.
You could do don't buy this video.
I
Don't
think
buy this product.
After you
Look
sell
what
it,
it
though.
does. Don't buy it.
yeah,
Don't buy this. Just buy it
get
from
the
me.
Axe Effects, bro.
yeah, 100%.
Why would
And-
you get this?
So
Bullshit.
I got it back, and I'm happy that it's working, just so I can get the video done that I want to do, and I'm just going to sell it. Totally at a loss because the thing, like, nobody's like clamoring to buy those things.
They could buy them new.
Yeah, everybody wants the fractal or
Broken.
neural cortex DSP and whatever the newest and greatest thing. Everybody always jumps to that, especially with modeling. People
trying
like
to sell
well,
an 09 MacBook
It's like
Pro, and
the
it's
newest
like
iPhone.
pulling teeth.
yeah, it's like this
Telling
one.
you, these guys out here don't want to buy it.
It's like,
Was it a
$200
mid-year release or was it?
It's a mid-year.
Yeah.
It's 09.
I know the pain, bro.
It's
It
so
is.
long
It's
ago.
09, bro. $200.
2000.
I just updated back to Yosemite. It's back to factory.
So anyone
Yosemite.
out there wants
Yeah.
to buy
Anybody
it?
out there, $200, holla at your boy.
200.
Yo, holla at my Instagram.
But
Catch me on
I'm-
the gram.
I don't know. I'm digging it. It's like the whole point was to have it set up so I can just practice and play whatever I need to.
Yeah.
And just the other day, I was like, I excited to just brush up on just in case practice like bass because there's one of the songs that we were like learning. It's like a new old song. I was like, I know we practiced it. And I'm like,
reputations.
yeah, I didn't remember a damn thing. I was like,
Not even the name. You see him?
Exactly.
His look. He's like,
yeah.
And
sure.
so I was
I'm
like,
running with
just
it.
ruined your
Yes.
reputation.
and so
Stairway to heaven,
You
whatever.
fucking
it is.
liar.
I'm like, okay,
dang
I need to brush up on this, and I'm like trying to figure it out. So what I can do is I'm just practicing with headphones and Spotify on there, and I get a really good bass tone out of the stomp. But it's not worth keeping. I'm gonna sell it.
No.
But I was just like,
Not
the other
when you
day
have the
I was
freaking
like,
fractal.
my face was like, I'm like, what? I don't even know this fucking song. I was like, I don't know
Yeah.
anywhere
You're
part
like,
of
this
the
is
song.
great.
I was like, just boop, 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 trying to find the note. I'm like, okay.
Oh, the whole chromatic.
I'm like,
You know what's funny is like we're in the room, bro, that we recorded. Well,
Yeah.
you guys are still recording the plain stuff. But
Yeah, rub
we
it
did
in.
We did. Well,
Salt in the
we only
wound
did
right there.
one. We did 2 just in case tracks, but one we're releasing. So I mean, there was what 4 or 5 Plane songs we're working on. So yeah.
But
you know,
COVID.
COVID.
Well,
stuff.
we about to have 3 more Just in Case songs up in this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but this is the room, everybody. This is where we did it.
Yeah, you can
It's
record
the magic right here. This is where Adam was sitting. Right here, bro.
You're part of
Brian
Yeah.
made me.
This was right here with the camera. It was great.
That's awesome. But that's the what's news. Let's. I see we kind of were doing that like a little tangent there, but I was like, oh, with Adam,
Covered
you're
so
the
I know.
guitarist.
Yes.
Just end it right now.
Yes.
Cast is over.
For just in
We
case.
definitely peaked right now.
Yes. I guess you can call me that.
Yeah.
Big
I guess-
shouts, March 6th.
Yeah.
House SD, Twitch. What's
Every
good?
lull. What I wanted to get to, maybe like a couple of quick little questions so people can get to know you. Let's see. How long have you been playing guitar? What was that your first instrument?
69.
My first instrument was piano. I took 7 years classical piano starting at 5. My teacher was a Turkish composer who would literally hit you in the hand with a ruler if you messed up.
Best kind.
Hell
So
yeah.
I learned
So quickly.
very quickly how to play scales and fear the piano. So I quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably picked up the guitar at, I would say, 11,
Okay.
12. I got the sax I picked up at 9. The horn was bigger than me because it was a tenor. Yeah, so guitar, I probably started playing like, it was funny, like at that time when I started playing guitar, I was heavily influenced in like that weird, like, not weird, I shouldn't say weird, but like Biohazard,
Oh yeah.
Sprung Monkey,
Like grunge
Typo
metal.
Negative. Like I loved,
grunge
like it's funny
metal.
to say like 12 years old, I loved Typo Negative.
Yeah.
Like
I had a
I couldn't get
Biohazard album.
Roadrunner, anything out on Roadrunner Records, I was listening to and trying to figure
Yeah.
out, and I was failing horribly. But then I started learning like Nirvana Unplugged 1994. That was heavily, obviously, influential. But then I always liked like obviously punk music and stuff like that. But like the Police, for instance, one of my favorite bands of all time. They started really getting me like chunking like the Palm Mutant stuff, and I'm like, this is fun. And then like, Metallica, Green Day, Goldfinger, my favorite band. Like it's just like then it just went from there.
Yeah, and then you and Brian were gigging a lot over the East Coast, kind of Jersey with Just in Case, right?
Well,
Yeah,
eventually,
it was-
it became that.
Brian and I like we lived
We
near
were in
each
a
other.
ska band first, when you were on horn.
I know we
Like,
had a
way back.
we
We're
we
going
had-
way back, boys. I think
Yeah.
I was like 15.
We had like a 10-piece ska band in like 8th grade,
But
dude.
we never had a complete practice. It was like always like the
The
rhythm
the
section with
idea
like
of a
one
band,
of the
yeah.
horns,
Yeah.
and then like the horn section would show up with like the guitar, and then it would be like the singer came once.
Legendary.
Trevor. I think Trevor came one time.
Trevor Greck, man.
Yeah, because it was like Mustard
Township,
Plug was
baby.
huge. So we had the Mustard Plug sound when you
Yeah,
sang
yeah,
like this. Actually, that's not even Mustard Plug, but
But so
he
yeah,
had that
like-
kind of weird, kind of
Yeah.
like jazzy vocal.
But yeah, so
But
I mean, I started playing guitar at 9. To answer your question. Yes.
Yeah, and then
and then
um,
you hit
or
me up in
11,
high school
whatever
when
I
you
said.
wanted to take it serious.
yeah, and you guys were like doing Just in Case, and then you ended up.
Yeah, I
Getting
was
out
just
there
I was
and-
just drawn to like the energy of punk rock, and like as a guitarist, I'm like, yo, playing, strumming these chords and letting it rip like is what's up on the guitar. So I was like, I'm in, and then
And
like,
it's funny because I didn't even know you played guitar and we skated together. We hung so long.
oh yeah, Brian and I used to skate
Yeah.
together. And
I
just
had
goof
no
off
idea you
together,
played
yeah.
guitar until one day because I was in a crazy like hardcore metal.
Run for your life,
Yeah, Run for Your Life.
1997.
Not the San Diego Run for Your Fucking Life. This is East Coast thing that never did shit.
Thanks
called Run
for
Your
clearing
Life.
that up. We all needed to know that.
Yeah. That's because there was a San Diego one called Run for Your Fucking Life,
Yeah.
and they were like another hard band. So
Well,
I didn't even know they existed.
Yeah, so you
but-
guys were gigging out over there, and then you guys moved out over here.
Yeah.
How's the the difference between like West Coast and East Coast?
Okay, so let
scenes?
me just sum this up real quick. Like it's just
Not pizza, but with.
not with pizza.
All right, cool.
If we're gonna compare
'Cause I-
this whole scene to pizza,
No, but this is like from my personal perspective, and
Crispies.
Brian and I like we literally grew up like in the same quadrant of like the hometown. Like
Cheers.
there was no music scene really beyond like bar cover bands.
Yeah.
Like so like if you're an original artist back home, no one cares. No one cares. So like our biggest shows, like in the beginning, were VFW halls that were, 5 people showed up, and it was just,
And we usually
we eventually got to the point where we were like, F this, we're going to create something here. So we started throwing shows and like, it was sheer force of will. Like, hey, guess what? I know we're like an original punk rock band, but we're gonna rock for 3 hours with all original music, and we're gonna bring people to your bar.
Yeah.
And slowly we formed it, and all of a sudden we're getting booked at like the circuit, and I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. I was barely 21. I was barely able to like. Brian, you were what? If I was 21, you were 22, I guess, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
Old man over there.
Yeah, because it was 05. It was 05. We really started getting into that, and I was 18 in 2000. So. But
the real thing, like,
do the math.
There was no punk rock scene really where we grew up. So like when we first started getting Just in Case like really going, we had to go far for us. Relative again. This is South Jersey. We're like. You can fit 2 New Jerseys in San Diego County. Okay, like
pretty much.
It's so small, but like so relatively, it was a half hour away.
It's not really fair.
Scene.
San Diego County's pretty big. So.
It is. Yeah. It is.
But you know what? Keep going.
But like we had to go
Didn't mean to
far.
throw you off. Didn't mean to jam you up. But you know what? Keep going.
Yeah.
But it was kind of just like. No one cared. Like it was just competition. People were just like, "Oh, you're not from here? F you. You're from a high school that's 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
F you, man. Like F your band. F whatever you're about." And seriously, like it was literally like that for like I would say 75% of the scene outside of our home area. And I'm like,
especially if you went North
is this
Jersey
gonna be like
Philly.
this?
Same.
Then like, what do we like? We gotta move. We gotta get the F out of here. And
you could curse.
Philly wasn't accepting.
No. So what?
But
like, because it was.
I don't want to get too, but like,
it's like North Jersey treated it like they were better because they were closer to New York and all like that scene. And then you had Philly had their own hardcore scene. It was a lot of hardcore, a lot of like. Wonder Years came out of Philly. A couple bands that they came out of that after the hardcore scene kind of died. All those bands.
Oh, that's another thing that I guess we gotta paint here. All right, we're from South Jersey. Okay, so like when Just in Case was first forming, okay, like punk rock, emo, screamo, whatever you want to call, that was the heyday. Yeah. We were just before it, and we came right through it. And and it was just like everyone had their egos puffed out. All the biggest bands came without an hour and a half from where we grew up. Yeah. Armor for Sleep, Rise Against, Early November, Saves the Day, My Chemical Romance. Thursday. Like you can keep on going.
Yeah.
So
Midtown.
Everyone was very protective of their
humble brag
brand new.
Over there.
Everyone taking very protective of their scene. So it's just like even an hour away. It might have been different. It might as well just been
you were like foreigners, no matter what. You came in, everybody's like, "Who are you?" I mean, we did get love in certain areas, like Long Island, New York. We played there with.
We were just a passing band though through there. Like we didn't root
like
anywhere.
Certain areas
That's
you got
we had
love.
To move.
Upper Darby, Pennsylvania, gave us mad love. That was
just
cool.
say you're from there. But when you go,
other than that, I mean, you would
trust me. No one's repping Upper Darby, Pennsylvania.
Oh, y'all out there, Upper Darbians, back in the day. So, but Adam's point is definitely on point because
that's just my personal view of it, though. Because
that's
like seriously, though, I remember this. Like, I'm not going to name the band, and I can name the member. Because this is one of the first examples, but like straight up, like this one band we played with, and this was our first show in this new area, a nice bar, and it had a crowd, and we're like, we were straight up stoked to play.
Yeah.
And then I'm chilling. I'm 18 years old or whatever. Like, and I remember the headlining band who brought 80% of the crowd. They were like, man, like God damn that. They were talking about us. And they're like, man, like those fuckers were so goddamn poppy. Like, how do they fuck those guys?
Yeah.
And then they get up there and they are more bubblegum pop than like you could ever. Justin Bieber, like put Justin Bieber with Blink-182, and that's what they sounded like. And I was like, honestly, man, like you wear more makeup than like Miss America. Yeah. Like I don't like. I'm done with this. I don't need the fakeness. I don't need the competition. I just am here because I love to play music. I want to rock out.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember who that is because I want to put him on blast.
Well, I'm not gonna.
Because I'm like, come see me.
But that's
knock on the
like,
door.
In
here.
the punk
Like,
scene, it was kind of like that.
You got a lot bigger.
But
I mean, whatever. But like, you
talking about that band as like Good Charlotte, kind of?
No.
Okay.
But
was it Good
Charlotte?
Charlotte?
It wasn't Good Charlotte. Don't start a rumor.
No.
I punched.
I mean,
Benji
you could.
Right
That might get
face.
us a little bit more notoriety.
Yeah. But
Just in Case calls out Good Charlotte to a battle royale, like live stream.
Yeah. At me.
No, but it was definitely like that. South Jersey's a trap. You don't go there unless you're going there. You can't pass through there. There's no unless you go over the freaking Delaware ferry and you actually go that route. But I mean, most people go 95 and go right past South Jersey, go into the turnpike up to North Jersey to New York. South Jersey is a destination. You got to be going there.
Yeah.
It's like the beach towns.
The great
but
thing, I love talking about back home because no matter what you talk about, even if you say North Jersey to Philly to DC, they have no idea what you're talking about.
No.
They don't have any clue.
Yeah,
they don't know that DC to Philly is only 3 hours, and then from there it's only 4 to Boston.
Yeah.
Like, it's
so
it's
compact.
funny.
Yeah, Brian doesn't know anything.
I have no idea of anything.
But it's
over
like
there.
this. It's like it's compact, but it's like you feel so far apart. It's weird. Like when you like,
'Cause it takes
I gotta
forever to
go to
drive.
Philly.
Everything is segmented.
Like seriously, it takes an
everything is
hour to get to
segmented.
Philly. You're like, I gotta go all the way to Philly. Now it's like shit. That's like going up to Huntington Beach.
Yeah,
is an hour.
you know, go Julian.
Maybe even
It takes an hour to even leave our county.
That's what I mean. It's like you're like, oh, let's go to Oceanside. 45 minutes. You're like, oh, just shoot up there.
Yeah. I think if
I
like
guess because you got to cross the bridge, cross the river. You're like, I'm going to another state and going
Yeah.
to Philly, and it's like this whole big day. You plan your whole day
to
around
get
it.
out of
Well, it's fucking
California
crazy.
is
It's
forever.
even like your best friend growing up was like, oh well, I gotta it's far. It's 3 miles. I gotta ride my bike 3 miles to my
But
buddy's
yeah,
house.
I
Like,
mean, you know how we practice now in the garage? That's how Adam and I have done it our whole lives. So that's why I think right now we're the most
duct tape and
comfortable
a
we've done.
karaoke microphone to a ladder.
Yeah.
Woo!
Some veterans over here.
We're
Dang.
more comfortable
Dude,
now,
our
I
first
think,
demos are on tape.
than we ever are.
Yeah.
You know, it feels great, even though it's, people, it's funny because out here, everybody's like, oh, you practice in a garage? That's weird. It's
Yeah.
like, what? Like over there, that's it. Like, I mean, where we're from. Like, we didn't have many, I don't even think, there might be one practice studio that we didn't know about.
Well, it's like people have basements, they have garages.
But that's it.
Yeah,
Over there, you have garages, basements, and usually you have enough space in between your neighbors. You're not, I mean, unless you have a neighbor like I had eventually, but other than that, we had pretty good time. I mean,
I will blow up him on
Yeah.
this. Mr. Mark Implazio. Mark Implazio, my sophomore gym teacher, you meathead.
You
Eat a
meathead
dick.
jabroni. You jabroni.
Listen,
you some
listen.
man?
I know more of my boys that hit your daughter than you ever know. Trust me. Like, straight up.
Smash, bro.
Got him. But all right,
He's gonna come fight you now.
Yeah. All right. What guitars do you
He's
play?
on the plane.
What's your rig?
So I'm more of like anything of mine. Like,
Is great.
This sweatshirt is like 9 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
And this T-shirt under it is probably 9 years old too.
My undies 12
so
years old.
If I wore any,
I ain't even wearing no undies right now. They're so
I just have
old.
the waistband left.
I have 3 guitars that I currently
Feels great.
cycle through. I have my 2011 Gibson SG 1961 reissue P90s. I have my American Strat, Fat Strat, which you guys know I love.
Yeah.
And then I have my Ibanez Artcore 340, my cherry red semi-hot.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
You played
I
that
don't-
for years in New Jersey
Yeah, I don't
as his
think
main
I
guitar.
really played it since
You played it out
have
here?
Joined. No.
Yeah, you played it early
Can
on.
I
No,
talk about
you
what I'm
can't
talking
talk,
about?
Adam. You're not allowed.
No, I haven't used that one in a while, but yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
She's still in rotation.
Your main go-to is that Strat.
For now, but I just switched back to the SG.
Yeah. So
Which is
kind of whatever works. I like it.
I'm not a gearhead. I would love to. I'm still searching for that, signature sound, if you will, the sound in your head. But ultimately, like, I like to buy an instrument, do my research, and roll with it. I don't want to sell an instrument. I don't think I've ever really sold like an instrument. I've sold pedals and things like that, but
Amps
like,
and stuff like that.
Yeah, amps
But
and
like
but
guitar.
yeah.
No, that's tight. That's
I've
cool.
had them for years. Those guitars.
It's kind of like you stick with it. I like it. But
What works is what works.
And the great thing about that, all 3 of those guitars cover any genre I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, I can, it's great. So I'm quite comfortable only having 3 and being comfortable until another guitar,
until you need it or whatever.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I think of right now
Yeah.
you got it covered.
Yep.
Well, it kind of goes into a topic I wanted to do is brand loyalty. I think I saw it was Aaron Abubo from Gear Slum posted just something about like brand loyalty is weird, and I'm sure they covered it on their show. But he kind of has a point. I guess if like you think about like brands that you're just like blindly loyal to, there's a difference between like that or like liking brands.
trial and error.
So it's like maybe what you guys consider brand loyalty, and like why are you loyal to these brands? Would you like die by these brands or
Die
anything?
on that hill.
Yeah, die on that hill. It's like I think we kind of maybe have covered it before, but like I don't know. Like Kyle, what do you think about that? Is like brand loyalty weird? Is it kind of like are you brand loyal to anything?
I'm brand loyal to a certain extent.
It doesn't have to just be guitar gear either.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but yeah, I mean,
I only drink Coke. Fuck Pepsi.
Whoa, whoa!
I'm the exact
do
opposite.
coke,
We got a
bro?
problem.
Oh, Gower does
We're gonna
coke.
fucking fight.
You just heard it. He does
Commercial
coke.
break. Commercial break.
I'm fucking done. You
Doing it
unplug
live.
it.
Cut.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I know with like MXR. I mean, I'm a huge MXR
Yeah.
fan, but I don't blindly buy. I'm like, oh, MXR looper. I want that. It's like, wait, that one's probably not that good. It's just
Yeah.
a regular
Whoa.
looper pedal. You know.
There
Yeah,
goes that
but I have-
endorsement. No, I was
I don't know. I have like 40 of those
That's our
pedals.
signature
I have
pedal.
a shitload of MXR pedals. Maybe not 40,
Signature
but I do enjoy them.
Mhm.
But I guess to a certain extent, like I
You-
don't blindly follow.
Like you wouldn't be like, oh, I need that. My automatic go-to
Yeah.
is going to be
we talked
MXR.
about like that tremolo that they did. I'm like, oh, that would be sick. But I still haven't bought it yet.
Yeah,
So
it's
I
like-
can't be that loyal.
You're like, oh, I like Walrus has one that I already have and
Yeah.
enjoy. So I'm like, I don't need to just
Yeah.
go get that or like sell my Walrus to get an MXR.
Although I
drum.
do own like double pedals from
like the same
brands.
the same pedal
just with a
twice.
different graphic.
That's not weird. That's not weird.
yeah.
It's totally weird.
Be accepted. Be accepted
That's
of me.
not weird.
That's just
totally
not weird. It's totally weird. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. You like art. It's cool. You can say it. You can like art.
Yeah. I'm like, oh.
You don't have to hide from it.
I'll take that 2001 Space Odyssey
Yeah.
pedal that, $100 more than the
Yeah.
original.
And just hang it on the wall.
Stupid. Yeah,
Say,
exactly.
I never touched this thing.
Listen to it,
Yeah.
like play, move back and forth, A, B, that,
Yeah.
and like
Let Brian use it.
they sound
Yeah.
exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this one sounds better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The artwork
But-
definitely did a better job.
I guess, yeah. Why would you be loyal? Or why would I guess it's not like I think that's like the phrase is brand loyal. It's like you could be a fan of brands, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I think of myself. I'm like, I like these brands, but I'm not like loyal to them to a fault. But I don't know.
Well,
What about you guys? Because I know you're not as
It
Well,
doesn't
let
have
me
to
chime
music
in on
gear,
that.
right?
It's like this. It's like I've played a bunch of drum sets. I've played Tama. I've played Pearl. I've played Ludwig.
Yeah.
I've played DW. I played SJC.
You are such a humble
This is all
bragger.
other people's stuff.
just like the
I
nicest.
sit down
yeah.
on other people's stuff. And
I've
I'm
played
like,
them all.
Let me play them.
5 brands.
Bingo,
All of them.
whatever.
Now, how I got introduced to the drum set that I have, the brown one, the
Yeah.
brown coat, the Gretsch,
Shit brown one?
is the fact that my
Code Brown.
parents had got it from this guy at church who was just offing it because he wanted to get this back in the day.
He
It
was
was
just
like
moving
the
it.
rolling
Mhm.
electric one for church. It was
Hell
perfect.
yeah.
You just plug in,
Yeah, yeah.
make it mix. And he had this thing from new from like 81. And my parents got a steal on it, and it was like half of the original. So it was like it used to be one of those huge 80s kits, like
Yeah,
a
double
million
kick and
toms,
stuff, yeah.
two kicks and the whole thing.
They sold off all the auxiliary
So
stuff.
he sold like half the kit to somebody else, so a kick and a bunch of the toms. And then I still got a 10, 12, 13, 14, and 18-inch tom
Damn.
as with the 24-inch kick and a snare.
Jesus Christ.
And-
Yeah, trust
like-
me, it's
It's a
a
lot of
monstrosity.
a lot of shit.
Bro, and it's just like, and I only use like I take two of the toms. I don't use that, crazy amount of time. I used to. There was a time I did have a bunch set up.
So, have you
but-
ever set up the full set?
I think maybe when I was a kid,
Well, like,
probably
not-
don't
not,
have-
got
not
it.
for like
not for now.
Probably
not,
don't have
not
enough
for when we got
stands for all
serious.
those.
There was a while
next
I
show,
was going.
live stream. Yes.
I was going at a time. I believe I had the 10, 12, 14, and 18.
Yeah, when you did that
and then
Hawaii
I had 2
5-0.
ride cymbals, and I had all this shit. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, I would literally hit the one ride like for one song. I'm like, what is the point of that? Like, no one's
Yeah.
gonna notice the dry ride over this ride live. Like,
Yeah.
it's just not gonna happen. So, but no, I actually, so it was a Gretsch kit. I never heard of him at the time. I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And I was playing on this beater that was a loaner from the Dom 6, actually. They loaned me this 1960s whatever kit. I don't know. It had no bottom heads. It was just like a beater kit.
Rogers or something.
I have no idea. It was just, to be honest, I was so young. I was
Sears?
just playing Nirvana on it and loving it. My parents like, hey, we got you this for your birthday. And it was this
Yeah.
kit from church. Because at church, I would always go up to the dude and I want to play his drums. And he never really let anybody play.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
It was like, there's a kid. You don't want to
Yeah, you're
just
fucking
kicking
around.
your shit over or something.
You don't know what kids are gonna puke all over.
When I got it, I was like, I didn't know how to tune them, and it still sounded good, and then I just kind of stuck with it.
Yeah.
But then over time, I played other kits in the meantime with other people, and I'm like, it doesn't really make a difference. It wasn't enough where I was like, whoa, that sounds different. Let me go that route.
So you're used to playing that 80s kit, right?
Yeah, I feel like DW was like the DC shoes of drums for a while. Like everybody's like DW because it's DW.
The DC of shoes?
You know, like DC Shoe Company is like
DC's,
DW.
Osiris.
You know what I'm saying?
What are we doing here?
Duffs.
Yeah.
Ludwig's
So I'm like,
Vans.
everybody was buying DW for a minute. Then everybody was buying SJC. Then everybody was buying Truth drums. And it was they just followed a
trend.
And I was just like, bro, my kit sounded good when I got it. It sounds good now. And then when I bought a newer kit for like
such a hipster with that.
Yeah, but then when I bought the newer kit,
I
bought another Gretsch kit because I was like, it never did me wrong, and I got the kit I wanted.
Idealist.
So you like it. It's not just like I'm like.
No,
I
like it, but it never was because like someone was like, "Yo, Gretsch is the brand you need to buy," and then I just became loyal to it, or I just played it, I liked it, and I played other kits. I didn't like them as much, and I was just like, hey, like I'll stick with what I know. And at that point, like now, I'm not going to be like shopping for drums at this age. I would probably go for more of a custom sound. So I'd want to find a custom company that wanted to build a drum set that fit my sound that I'm going for, rather than trial and error and get one that might fit. But I can't go wrong. My 81 still sounds freaking amazing.
Yeah, sounds good for recording. Good enough.
And I just don't like taking it out anymore because I beat the crap out of it, scratched it up a bunch, traveling with no cases as a kid, throwing it in the back of the truck, and just being dumb.
The truck, the minivan, the Monte Carlo.
And it's like all these years going to Pennsylvania and stuff. Like it was, so loyalty.
You're the best.
Loyalty, I would say I like Gretsch because as I grew older and learned about the name more and the strength of where it's come from and who's played Gretsch and all this.
You're a Fender man, sounds like.
So now I'm a Fender guy.
Yeah.
And so, it's like.
I play Fender drums.
I think for that. And then when I was talking to you guys about guitar, like I have no idea because I have a Hamer, but that's because I just have one because it was given to me, for exchange for a band van. You know what I mean? So someone was like, here. My old bass player's like, I got a guitar. I can't pay you cash, but take this guitar towards the band van.
Yeah,
like, cool.
I'll take it.
That's cool, and I still have it. And and Kyle did the new wiring harness on it and stuff with Sean from
Gun Street Wiring Shop.
Yeah, we had to throw it in there because it's in every freaking except the last one. You guys didn't say that.
Yeah,
once.
we did.
You did at the end.
Oh, I always say it.
Oh yeah, I cut off. I cut off at the
don't blame
advertisement.
us, okay?
I cut off at the advertisement. But but I mean, other than that, I mean, I don't know if I like them, but I'm not like I don't know if I'm like die hard.
You wouldn't think you're not gonna turn away the idea of like a different.
Because if I played another kit that wowed me, I'd be like, okay, maybe I'll go that route. So, But cymbals, I stick with Sabian because I know them. They've been pretty reliable for me, and I can't afford anything else beyond Sabian because it just gets like.
Is there much of a difference?
Like
between...
Mule, like I know the Mule ones are. They're like super. It's like taking the I think they are Turkish, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are. I'm probably totally wrong. I'm terrible.
Pretty sure
at
they're
this.
German.
They're German?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's Meinl, yeah.
Is it Meinl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how much I know about them because I don't care.
So
I don't
pause the cast.
No.
We gotta look this up. We gotta
but
settle
the thing
this.
is like that's how much I don't know. I was in Sam Ash dude's like, yeah, that's like a fucking, $600 cymbal. I'm like, cool, I'll never buy that.
Yeah.
Because why would I do that?
Thank
When
you
I
for
know I'm
warning
gonna crack
me.
it eventually. It's not a guitar
They
where
all
you just need
break.
to put some strings on it. It's like that shit's gonna break one day, and then I'm gonna be out. So I stick to Sabian. It's a nice middle of the road. And I don't crack them as much as I did Zildjian. So unless there's another cymbal company out there that wants to holler at your boy.
Yeah. All right.
This isn't the podcast for that, bitches.
Okay. What about you, Adam? Are you like brand loyal? Do you have anything ride or die by these?
No, I don't have any ride or dies per se. I guess I'm like most people who, when you first start getting into anything that anything that works, you're cool with.
Yeah.
So for instance, guitar string wise, I guess you could call it my ride or die because I'm literally an Ernie Ball 10.
That's it.
The
Since-
green
Bam!
package, everyone knows it. The standard.
You're a 10 in my book too.
Yeah,
So.
you know, thank you
Yeah.
so much,
Zing,
Kyle. Like,
ding.
God, this is working. This is working.
Yeah.
Progress. This is progress.
Helping out my boys,
but
you know.
progress.
Getting them
I've
lifted.
tried, you know, whatever you want to name, I've tried, but like I've always just come back to these work. They sound great. They're cheap. You know, they're always going to be there for you. So
Yeah.
it's like so those.
It's not like because I know that they make like boutique guitar strings. I know like String Joy is a big one. It's like you don't want to be like, oh, I'm so used to these. I'm like, I need them. Fuck,
It's
I gotta
like,
order
no,
them
I
now.
need 'em
And
yesterday.
like strings, like for
Yeah.
me, like you know,
I'll pay
I'm not,
whatever.
I'm not Van Halen. I'm not Eric Johnson. I'm not, you know, like strings aren't going to make or break a performance for me.
Yeah.
So it's like it's cool. Like these work.
I just
I'm
need
not-
to have 'em.
I don't need to. It's like a white T-shirt. Like cool, give it to me. I'll wear it. Like I
Yeah,
don't care.
because
These
you
work.
had mentioned that you're not really like a gear guy or whatever. You just kind
No,
of like
I mean,
you find some of the things like you said guitars. You just like I haven't sold any because I bought them and I still have them.
if
I just
anything, I
go
need
with
to
it.
be pushed to try more things, and I would probably discover more things that I would like.
Yeah.
You know, but like no, if it works and it like I don't like to rock the boat much. If it sounds good, works great, you know, like cool. I'm not gonna question it. I'll ride with it.
With gear and stuff like that, you're kind of more just like I want to use it to play or write or whatever. And
Exactly.
Just like fucking go.
That's for guitar. For I guess if I really think about it, like okay, so saxophone reeds, yeah, I'm probably a little bit more discerning, if you will. I've probably been using the same 2 different types of reeds since the beginning. And I probably only ventured maybe 3 or 4 times, and really gone for those expensive reeds. You're like, oh man, you know, you're looking for that. Blah, blah, blah.
Upgrade.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, like honestly, like I can't be
your card.
I can't justify spending $16 for one reed. Like
No.
I need a box of 10 for $35. Thank you.
Yeah. And I
That makes a
don't
lot more sense.
I don't like I've
It's
never
not like you're
even
hard to read.
Oh, okay.
Bing, bang, and boom. Cast is over. Peak is done.
I got more. I got more.
I got more in me.
But no, so essentially, no, I'm not a brand loyalist, but like, yeah, through the years,
I guess if
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah,
like
it's hard to read you.
used to the same joke.
That was good. That was good.
It's like I would assume with like reeds and stuff
Brian
like
got
that,
the joke.
it would be. And that sounds more personal than anything
Whoa.
else. Like as
Also,
far
you're
as like
putting it in your
so-
mouth.
Exactly,
and, like,
right?
Sucking on it.
Whoa,
Listen,
boys,
hold on.
boys,
Hold on.
listen. boys.
when
'Cause
you're
as long as
putting a
you're
piece of
spitting.
wood in your mouth,
Yeah.
you better be happy with it.
yeah.
You better be familiar
And
with
you
it.
better be ready to spit. I'm
So
talking
this is why
spit.
tried and true, you know, 25 plus years.
You better
I
lick
know.
those lips
Yo.
and have them ready.
the wettest
Moist and
lips,
ready.
the moistest, wettest lips you have ever had in
Moistest
your
lips
life.
in San Diego right here.
Been moist on wood for since.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Suck on
Okay, so
this.
true. I'm gonna blow it up just because I'm
Whoa.
the hilarious part. So in high school, my senior year, I won best blower in marching
Yeah,
band.
he
Oh, there
did.
you go.
Yeah, he did.
Well, what were you playing
a,
at the time?
well, you know,
you know.
lots of extra credit after class.
There you
no,
go.
but like just
Let's say
as
who was-
a joke at going out for my senior year, like they're like, it was funny, but I would
Yeah.
remember that.
It's funny.
Just hilarious.
Horn a blowing.
Whoa.
Yeah. I think as far as like brands that
I don't
I'm
want to
like,
blow my own horn over here.
like-
Or anyone else's.
I toot my own
So
horn. but-
ridiculous. So ridiculous.
I think as far as like brands that I'm like loyal to, I think I made the comment on that same post that I guess I'm more loyal to the brands that I know the people. Like,
Yeah.
I made the joke. I'm like, I'll fucking ride or die for fucking Sonic pickups, Equitz guitars, Miller Lite, and just like I named a bunch of stuff that I liked. But of those, yeah, like
you
Sonic.
know the guys at Miller?
No,
Yeah.
But
Jesus.
like,
We
okay.
didn't get any beers.
So like,
Come on, man.
I
Step
mentioned
up
all
the
that
game.
stuff.
Get your
but,
plugs going.
Yeah.
but I did like
When
I'm like,
Brian's out, he drinks Miller Light,
Equitz,
possibly Highland.
Equitz guitars. We know Kevin.
Yeah.
He made my guitar. I love the shit out of that thing. And then we know Mike at Sonic Pickups. I'm like liked everything that we've gotten from him.
Yeah.
And
I guess that's a good point too. Like
So-
when you
Yeah.
know the story of a company,
Yeah.
like yeah, for sure.
but I'm like I don't only own Sonic Pickups. I guess I would like in all my guitars Sonic Pickups, but I'm like I can play Seymour Duncan's no problem.
But I mean, Amazon though, right?
Amazon
You're
Pickups.
also
my boy
gonna
EB with
buy
those
it,
strings, bro.
Right? 2-day shipping, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes same day.
So yeah, and that's like one thing too. It's like with Amazon, everybody like hates that, but I'm like, dude, it is fucking easy.
It is,
especially if like I'm like, oh, I ordered like I don't want to go to the store.
It's like guilt buying.
To get batteries,
like, I know I should
bro.
be
I'm just
buying
gonna
this from
fucking
the
order
homie.
them on Amazon.
Yeah.
But 2-day free shipping. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it.
Or even if like I don't have like
Jeff
Prime,
Bezos is my homie.
No, he's gone now. Bye.
so now it's okay to like the company. Like
Yeah,
he's cool.
exactly.
He's probably gonna put out a vaccine or something.
Hey,
you know?
he's worked a lot harder
Yeah.
than any of us have in our entire lives. I know
Most
he's
likely.
like doing this thing, but like
Yeah.
he's earned it. He's earned it, man.
Yeah,
He's done a lot.
he definitely went from the bottom, I guess, in that
Now he's at the
industry.
Yeah.
For sure.
now
Now he's abusing everything, but yeah.
Yeah. Now he's
He at
just a
least worked for
shithead. But it did work
American
for
dream.
him.
All
Look
right.
at him. See him? His white fence is real big.
I'm still one clicking. I'm still one clicking,
He's
motherfucker.
got a
But if Jeff-
17-acre fence.
If he made pedals, then maybe we would like him.
Yeah.
Maybe. No,
I'm sure you
They
can
do.
buy some pedals.
They do
no,
have Am-
but he made them.
Oh, if he made them,
Yeah, the
yeah.
boutique.
There
Like
you go.
the
Jeff
Bezos
Bezos.
Boost or the, or the,
Bezos Boost.
Drive. You know what I mean?
Bass fuzz or
the
whatever.
Jeff, the Jeff Jfet boost.
The Amazonian, and it just makes a big fat buzz or fuzz or
Oh,
whatever
yeah,
the hell
yeah,
y'all want to call it
You
now.
got a buzz pedal?
Y'all got a
They
buzz
all
pedal?
are.
Yeah,
You got a buzz saw playing?
Yeah. Instead of fuzz, I want a buzz pedal.
Yeah. I want a Buzz Light.
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You step on it, you just get drunk.
that was a Disney Toy Story.
Or you play. It sounds like you're playing like you're drunk. It's like when you have like maybe like 2 beers or whatever. That's how I want my guitar to sound. Like it's I've always like I'm 2 beers deep.
Perfect.
That nice buzz.
You know when you're ripping 2 beers deep and you're playing the best solos you've ever played in your life?
So you think
And that
you're-
kill switch is the buzz killer.
Oh.
Yeah. You think you're crushing it, but you're just fucking
Yeah.
shitty.
You're a half step off the entire time.
You recorded it and you listen back, you're like, delete.
I don't want
That was not cool.
I don't want the blackout.
I sound like I
want
was
the
2
buzz.
beers deep.
like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I didn't know I had the delay pedal on the whole time.
Yeah.
I think I've done it. Yeah, like
Shit, chorus sounds cool sometimes, not the whole time.
not the whole fucking time.
Oh my god.
I've only done it with like
playing like punk with like chorus on the whole time.
yeah.
Hell
Rotary
yeah.
speaker in the bridge. Like the
Or
worst
was it
decision ever.
chorus and delay.
Chorus and delay.
Where you played chorus and delay on bass the whole practice.
Not the whole practice.
Yeah,
was
you did the
fun.
whole practice.
It
We're
was
like, God, dude, that sounds like shit.
Hell yeah.
You're like, I brought the
I just
chorus
wanted to
pedal.
show
We're
you-
like, why did you do that? I have a chorus option on the
On your
on the
drums.
gray amp,
Yeah.
on the gray Fender,
The Fender
amp,
bass amp.
and I leave the pedal in a drawer on purpose. It's like, no, why are you doing that? I put it on once. I'm like, what the fuck is that, dude? It's like,
I like chorus on bass.
I don't know.
I like the idea of it.
Maybe in the
I
80s.
haven't used it.
I
though.
don't know.
Yeah.
What'd I do?
I
Try
don't
it.
care if it sounds like shit.
Uninterested.
Okay?
It's fun.
I already know I sound good. You guys don't need to hear me sound good.
I need.
I don't
oh,
need your approval.
I already know I'm good, okay?
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go home and
I
I'm
need
gonna
that.
play a whole song in chorus and prove
Bass
to you how cool it
positivity,
is.
okay?
I need that handicap. So just to get on the
Yeah.
same level as Brian and I.
Aw.
Man, you sound like shit. I know, right?
I'm already
Thanks.
I'm up here, and you
First
guys are
time?
here, so that'll bring me lower.
Yeah.
I don't want to scare you guys.
I'm scared.
I'm playing out of your league.
I'm not here trying to get up here on you.
You're not
Not-
ready.
I-
You're not ready.
I'm knocking myself down a couple pegs here.
Yeah,
It's a lot of work.
you're
Yeah.
welcome.
Gosh, guys, this hurts. It actually hurts me physically to come down to this level.
I think like when you keep choosing the same brands too, I think it could just be familiarity. Man, I can't say that. It's just you're familiar
you
with the
nailed
same
it.
You just
thing.
know what
Yeah,
you're getting.
it's your comfort zone.
It's your consistent. You know what you're
Yeah.
getting.
I think of like
you're gonna
I-
go get the Ernie balls. You know what you're getting. You know the picks, y'all. You know what you're getting.
And then
know?
even just like I think of like shoes. I'm wearing Adidas right now, but I'm like mainly
Sporting Adidas
Oh,
right now.
what up?
3
So,
So
strap.
if Adidas you want to sponsor.
I mean,
No,
I'm
'cause-
just saying.
I mainly
Let me
just
get them-
am I.
mainly do Nikes, and I just keep buying the
Ooh,
same
conflicting
one
interest here.
because I'm like I already like that.
Bidding
And
war.
It ran like it was good for a year, so I'm just keep buying the same exact
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
same
yeah.
exact color. And
I
I'm like,
think it's like going to like your favorite restaurant or something like that. Like until it does you wrong, you're gonna keep going back
Yeah.
because there's so much competition.
Yeah.
There's so many products and
So many
different brands out
choices,
there
yeah.
that like it's just a crapshoot which one you pick. It doesn't matter if it's like a boutique one. It doesn't matter if it's Marshall or a Bogner or whatever. Like whatever one you get in, like Brian was talking, like Gretsch. He didn't know anything about Gretsch. It sounded good to him. It worked for him.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys first start on, usually you're gonna get to carry it through. Like Ibanez, I'm gonna rep them.
Yeah.
Ibanez, of course. Boss pedals for sure. Ernie Ball string. So it's just like, I feel like if it doesn't do you wrong for a while, you're going to stick with it. And if it does, then you're going to be like, well, what else is out there?
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm glad I tried something new, or
Exactly.
or I'm missing something, so I will try something new instead of whatever.
And what's kind of frustrating too about kind of being loyal, but it's like you're loyal because they're consistent, right? They have a certain product that you like and you want to use. So for me, forever I used Vic Firth 5As, and I still do.
Every drummer.
Yeah.
But the thing is my whole plight with the situation is that when I went to, I think it was Sound Percussion from Guitar Center, their 5As, I beat on them for a long time.
Yeah, they were kinda
like
cool,
I
though.
really beat them. I beat them hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Trust
we
me,
watch you.
there.
I was working them hard. Around
Beat
all
'em,
you
eat 'em.
boys,
We
remember?
try
I was
not to make
working-
eye contact, but
So,
sometimes it happens.
I mean, sometimes on purpose, but not all the time.
Yeah.
You're
There
giving
was-
your
I call it an
drumstick the
accident.
O face.
So, so I'm playing it. So
There was
I'm
a time where
beating the
Brian
shit
liked
out
to
of the
practice
sticks.
with the lights off.
Yeah. And it's not, black light comes on purpose. So
Or
anyway,
he
so,
wants his
so,
his
so-
eyes covered, so he's
But these sticks will last me, but I don't like them. Like I don't like the weight of them. I don't like the feel. But I like the
The
fact
sound
that they're
percussions.
durable. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they're-
then I go back to
What a
I gotta go
stupid
back.
name,
It's
by
like
the way.
Stockholm syndrome. It's like I'm going
Sound
back.
percussion.
Sound percussion.
But how many sticks have I broken since I went back? Like almost every practice, I'm like, broke the tip off that stick, like the whole tip, like the whole 3-inch, and I'm like, dude,
just the tip.
Damn, that's a big.
I'm like, that's a large tip, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And if you're just trying to use the tip for your work,
Yeah.
and it's
That's all
gone.
you got.
Yeah.
It's all you got, and it's a shaft left. It ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
You know. So, but
Gets most of the force.
No, but my whole plight is when you're kind of loyal to a brand that has one little flaw or something like a weakness from
Yeah.
other brands that you like. I'm almost to the point where I want to go back to the durable sticks.
But so,
I'm like,
so
I'm
there you go.
spending
So there
premium
you go.
price.
So there you go,
know?
man. So that's the line then. You're brand loyalist to that because you justify the biggest fault they have.
Yeah, the
Okay,
weakness
yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
But then
You
I'm
know
saying
what?
I'm like to the point where I want to switch back
There
to
you go.
something else.
That
yeah.
literally just
Yeah.
in my mind set that whole thing right
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
like that's
There's
what
the
it
line.
I
is.
think you know what you have to do now. You have
I
to make
think I have-
your own sticks now.
The ultimate
First, I'm going to go
sacrifice.
home and have my quiet time.
Yeah.
It just
about this.
lights off.
And
Everything's
then
in
I'm
a
gonna,
dark room
I'm
by
gonna,
himself.
You know,
Snap all your sticks.
yeah, I'm just gonna scream bloody
Drive,
murder.
drive over them.
I'm gonna have neighbors calling the police,
We're gonna have a
thinking that
bonfire.
something's happening.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a bonfire. No, but the thing is, I love the weight and the feel of the Vic Firth, and I think that's why people like them because
Yeah.
they're balanced well.
Yeah.
The wood in your hand,
Yeah.
and when you're thrusting it,
Yeah.
and it's just
They have the
Yeah,
power
see, I mean
behind it.
that's why just in case works. You got the
Yeah.
wood in the mouth,
You got
the wood in the
mouth,
hand,
wood
in the
you
hands.
know,
Yeah.
just wood,
there's some
you know.
strings involved, makes it a little kinky.
Boys
you
just
know?
want to play. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
Boys just
I
want to
get-
hang out
just
together and play together.
boys
you
will be
know,
boys.
hey,
Hashtag.
boys that play hard, get off hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
All right.
Anyway,
But I like that. Brian kind of had that one or closed that one out. I dig it. Well, how about a quick one and we get on out of here. So
Yeah.
this is a quickie topic
real.
that I got here. So if you could play in a tribute band or start one, what would you want to play and what would the band be? What's the instrument? What's the what's the deal?
okay, so,
So you got to pick one. I know Kyle's like, I don't want to fucking do one.
Oh.
Can I just
Someone else go.
jump off the bridge? See you, bye, boys.
I'll play the shotgun in Nirvana. Oh, I already
Oh.
used that.
I wish
Yeah,
I
you
never.
said
That was
I wish
last one, bro. You
No.
can't revive that joke. Cut. No, I was kidding.
I want to play
Edit the joke.
I want to really learn how to play the drums. I wish I never learned to hate the piano, but I would love to play the trumpet.
Okay.
That's a lot
What?
of change.
But
Yeah.
wait. Wait. Sorry.
Call
What-
back
what-
the minutes
what
on
was,
that
what
one.
was
Yo,
the
I
band?
think you just Eminem'd our shit.
you
were
want a
just like,
tribute?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
No, what you asked, what instrument? It's I would love to play the trumpet.
Wait. I think that was a different topic that we're not doing. I was like, if you could do a tribute band, what would you
tribute
do?
band? Oh, I heard that completely different. Then
Yeah,
I'm
you-
sorry.
you-
I'm off on the. Oh, the police. The police.
Too many hazy IPAs there.
Yes,
man.
I know. Sorry. The police. That's an easy one. The police.
What would you play?
Ooh.
Would you be guitar? Would you be bass? Would you be singer?
Ooh, drummer.
Well, they're a 3-piece, and Sting, this lead singer, does bass. I would love to just be the singer for that band.
Oh, damn.
So like you're gonna tell homie like you gotta back the fuck up. I'm gonna.
Yo, you're getting a little old.
Yeah.
So if there could be a
You ever see that movie
4-piece
Rockstar?
police
Yeah.
tribute band,
Yeah.
I would love to be the lead vocal for that.
Yeah. I could see that. That'd be tight.
So you'd be like a 4-piece.
Yeah,
You'd
4-piece
have, like,
tribute.
You'd have the band rocking and you'd just be crushing. on vocals. Cool.
Yes, sir. If not, it'll just be me with the Spotify hitting play.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just karaoke.
Yep. Either way, we're getting it done.
Yeah.
All right, Kyle, if you had to do a tribute band.
I don't have one yet. Hold on.
All right, Brian.
I'm trying to think. I have a couple.
How did I misinterpret that question so horribly?
Yeah. Well, because we were, I guess, behind the wall here. We were going to do a different topic where it's like,
I was
if
completely
you could
convinced
play.
that
I think you were all jazzed up. You're like, I got an
Yeah.
answer for that.
I know.
Yo, you
I was
asked me
like
a
thinking
question,
about it on the
I
ride
got
over. I'm
answer
like,
for
I have
you.
a better topic,
Yeah,
actually.
we switched it. It was like, oh, if you could play an instrument, what would you want to do?
That topic
But this
sucks.
is the tribute band.
Okay.
I would do. This is a dumb, easy. I don't know. I think I've always
K-On.
thought it would be cool to do like Green Day.
I was gonna say,
It's just like-
and you'd call it Dookie. That
I
would
don't
be
know.
the project name.
Nimrod.
Someone-
There's like
yeah.
people who do
Or no,
the
you could-
Nimrods or
you
whatever.
could do like do a deep cut like Paradise, something like that.
I know
Yeah.
there's the tribute band Dookie. I know there's tribute band Insomniac.
Yeah.
Or the Insomniacs. Anything else I don't know.
I think I've heard the Nimrods. I think we've
I'm
had
sure
a friend who
there's
played
Nimrods.
like in
Yeah.
Vegas or something like that.
Yeah.
And like to
Or
be
you
like,
can just call it She.
Yeah.
Just get it over with. Be like, yeah, you know the deep cuts.
Yeah.
Deep cuts are sometimes
FOD,
better.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know a whole lot of Green Day songs. I think that would be like a good challenge to be like, oh, you like these songs so much. Let's see if you can actually play them. It'd be like me. It could be really bad because like, man, I'm fucking terrible. I don't know how to play these songs. And everybody said like, they're the easiest. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. Are they?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because like once I started learning how to like write songs, that's kind of when I went off. I'm like, I didn't want to learn covers
Other
or
people's
whatever.
songs. Yeah.
To your exact point, learn Walk in Contradiction and sing and play that.
Yeah.
Well. That's a challenge. It's pretty because when I learned that one, I was like, oh, yeah. I went through that whole like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
That or like it would just be a punk band. So or that or the Loved Ones. I like that a lot. And that was like another one too, where he like jumps around a lot with power chords and stuff like that. And then but his vocals kind of like dance around him. I'm like, oh shit, I don't know if I could do that. And I've like tried like to do a cover of like I think Jane or whatever. I'm like, man, I can't play that. Damn, I need to practice more. Nah, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna practice. Maybe there's like more worth in learning covers that I should get into that to try a different mindset. But definitely it would be a punk band.
Yeah.
Yeah. With me to match my skill level, probably pick the Eagles.
Yeah,
They're super successful, and I
Yeah.
would just like be there for the ride
Yeah.
and for all the cocaine.
Amazing.
The
yeah.
70s.
Don't forget some of the hookers they
best.
probably
Yeah,
had, too.
you know, I'm sure it was great.
I mean,
what
groupies.
would you play?
Sorry.
I'd play like some bullshit instrument.
I believe manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lead
I
audience.
played tour bus driver.
I'd probably play
I kept
bass,
the
dude.
trickle down.
Yeah,
Probably just lead,
I would just play
lead
guitar
bass.
and try and sing.
Yeah.
To me, I should probably just try that. Just playing covers or learning more covers. But yeah,
Yeah.
bass, Eagles.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That guy probably was killing it.
You call
Just
them
saying.
the
He's like, yeah, I play bass in the Eagles.
The Beagles.
I don't even know what his name is.
The Beagles.
That was all wear Snoopy
Your
costumes.
logo's just the Beagle. That's it.
Yeah.
The Beagles. It's like a GIF. It's like a GIF of a Beagle.
It's like
on
a
your fucking-
Windows
on
98
your
GIF.
profile.
Like,
Yeah.
No, it's a Beatles and Eagles cover.
Oh,
Fuck.
It's a Beagle with wings.
I like
with the
that.
with the bagels.
With the bagels.
With the bagels.
with the bagels.
And it's just the bagel.
bagel, but
With
like
the
with
bagels. It's the bagel. All
the
right.
fucking bagels.
With the bagels. Would you like some eggs and cheese on your bagels?
What? Yeah.
They
So
have, like-
I'd fucking kill.
Yeah. What about you, Brian?
I'm like been thinking over here, and there's a few options. So I think I'm gonna go the safe route because it's easy.
Motley Crue.
Yeah, no.
Hanson.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say.
You just have your drum
Okay,
set spinning
all
around.
right. Originally,
dunking
I was
in the
gonna
water.
say Deftones, right? Because
yeah,
that's
yeah.
my shit.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that's what I grew up on. I like Deftones. I know over the years they've changed stuff, whatever. But I probably would go more of Saves the
POD.
Day. I'd go Saves the Day,
All right.
Hell yeah.
and I want to do vocals,
Oh, you'd be
Hell yeah.
just
Yeah.
Dang.
just like Adam. I'd be like, I'd want to be the front man of, and it would have to be circa 98 through 2000.
Oh, you're pulling a whole
You know what I
Step
mean?
Brothers Uptown Girl
Yeah.
open playing 80s Billy
yes,
Joel, huh?
yes, yes,
All right.
yes,
All right, all right.
yes. No, I'll do it all, but I just like the other stuff better.
yeah.
But
Your heart is.
I
in
would
those
like to.
ones.
I would have a lot of fun in that band, but
This vocals.
there's a
for-
lot of band tributes
two
I
albums.
would like to have
Yeah.
fun with. 2 nights only.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That was,
What's up?
What's up?
Sir, I need you to stay seated during this, sir.
Hey, you kind of blocked the host there for at least 2 seconds. There was 2 seconds of blocked host.
You're good. But let's get on out of here. So, thanks, Brian, Adam, for joining us.
Yeah,
Hey,
thank you
thanks
so
for
much.
having
He
us.
never thinks me.
Kyle,
Kyle, we appreciate you.
yeah,
we
You didn't really
appreciate
do
you.
much on this one.
unsung hero.
Yeah. You're the unsung hero.
Just keep doing what you're doing, which is nothing.
Song 0.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're the unsung zero. Like
But-
the band from Florida.
Much love.
Yeah, holla at your boy.
Real,
How many name drops we doing in this
Yeah.
episode?
real
Too
quick.
many.
Let's get a plug for March
All right.
6th.
March 6th, House of Music SD on Twitch. That's the you do this thing. I don't know.
/
Yeah, House of Music SD and 6 p.m.
Yep.
Pacific time.
Yep.
And then also on 28th of this month we have a
Yeah, kind of like a little how's your mother about the upcoming video, true to this, and we're just gonna kind of hype it up and give you a little background on like our mindset and how we kind of went about it.
And
So
then
it's
drop it.
premiering the video.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, and
Love it.
actually,
Yep.
and actually then premiering it.
On
So
YouTube on 28th, and then we got the live stream with Playing Without a Pilot
Yep.
and Just in Case
Yep.
March 6th. That's gonna be a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Yeah. Drop
It's gonna
that
be
in
a
the group.
whammy.
Drop that in the group.
Yeah, the live
Group
stream
chat.
video. We'll put that in the group for sure.
Oh yeah.
Two bands,
We will
one night.
coordinate that. Yeah.
Cool. And the music
No
video,
cups.
all that stuff. We're gonna do the links.
as we know of.
Yeah.
So
I'm super stoked because it's it's
It's gonna be fun.
both bands
Yeah,
I'm
this is
in.
great.
I'm excited to play and just kind of
Have some claws.
show it off to the. I mean, with live streams, it's cool because
Yeah.
everybody can check it out. And
Yeah.
so it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. We're
But-
looking forward to our East Coast fam to hopefully be
fuckers
tuned
better-
into that.
Better tune
So,
in.
Stay up. I know it's 9 o'clock on your time, so our age.
Get
That's
get
late.
some
That's late. That's late moments.
get some 5-hour energies. Get the Red Bulls going
Yeah.
or whatever.
For
But
sure.
It's Saturday. Get the Red Bull
And if you're in
vodkas
San
going.
Oh, it is Saturday.
Cafe
No excuses.
Moto.
I'm gonna call you, motherfucker. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
straight up. Some of you.
On a
Yeah.
live stream. You better fucking be on.
Yeah. We're gonna Google group chat we're just gonna hit you all up if you're not on.
It
So-
totally would be like, fuck, I'm totally
one
not doing
phone
this
call
now.
to like 38 people.
Yeah,
38 friends.
check out Just in Case. What's the Instagram?
At JIC official.
And then,
And
JSCofficial.com.
Hell yeah, cool. And then let's I want to do our plugs. So we got
Plug it away.
thank you for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. If you like what you hear, you can follow along on social media. We have a Facebook group. Search the Tone Jerks. You'll find it. It's also linked in the description. And then on Instagram, we're at the Tone Jerks. So give us a follow over there. Give us a like over there. And then if you really like what you hear, you can help support the show on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week.
There's a lot of them.
And we got a lot of them.
That's
we
a
got
third of Disney. It's not bad.
yeah.
You're getting much better content for the most part.
There you go.
Unless you're
$2.
watching the Marvel series,
Yeah.
which we'll touch on later another date.
Well, maybe another Marvel update next episode or
Yeah,
whatever.
we'll
I
skip
want to
another-
battle you on that.
But like Kyle said, there's a whole RSS feed that you can put in your favorite podcatcher. You get all the old episodes. There's over probably 160 of those to listen to that are different than the main show. And just for the support, we wanted to give you all a sizable acknowledgement and a huge shout out. Kyle, you got a list of names over there?
I got it right here.
And so this is like with the video. It's like he's reading them. He's not like memorization over there. But
Spoiling
It's real life
everything.
over here, fam.
But we out here. All right, Kyle.
We need the teleprompter.
You got yes.
I need you to invest in that.
I think that's gonna be the next
Project it
I
on
mean,
the wall
Trump
or
had
something.
one, right?
Yeah.
All
one.
right.
It's good enough for him. All right, Kyle. You got that name list? Give it to me, babe.
I have Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alcove, Adam Rohr from the Let 'Em Hear podcast, Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Nicholas Payson, Nicholas
Wait,
Ogburn,
Brian's giving me the hype guy.
Yeah.
Just start skanking and
Doug King, Doug Christ, Joe from Like My Pedals, and Will from the Just Surprise Me podcast. Doug Chris is also from 37 Effects.
yeah.
Hold on,
Why-
can I
why'd
have
you
you
stop?
hold your mic like a hardcore singer?
Yeah, I'll wrap it around my neck too.
Like this?
Yeah.
All right, Ramyorn, Jamie Davis, Johnny Ray, Jason Fuzzmonger,
It's only funny
Steve
for video.
Mike, yeah,
If you're not
Steve Rao from 60 Cycle On, Colin Smith, Kevin E. Quits from Quits Guitars.
What is it all? So
My
you
man.
Start just like starts jumping like
pogo.
We're ready.
we got throwing your arms back.
Dude's like, oh, dude's about to flip out. That's all they do.
Yeah, that's all there.
Co Schneider from the Flippin' Flippers podcast. Alvaro Viramontes. Brian from Nutter Guitars.
Oh.
Mel Chipson of Chipson
I like
Guitars.
that.
Yeah.
Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop. Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects. Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects. Mike Oxbig.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
Hugh G-Rection.
oh
That
my.
is so classic.
So original. Zach Hale. Eric Merrow from YouTube. Scott Hamilton from the Effects Loop podcast. Tim Nowick. Tim Nowick from Bardic Audio Devices. Why, I can't even read my own handwriting.
Yep.
Gosh, dang it.
Jonathan Jeruzik from 12th Hour Devices.
And then remember, we got that giveaway with 12th Hour Devices. Check out Instagram, and we got the links in the description. All right. Thanks again, Adam.
Thank you.
Brian.
Thank you.
We will
Thank
see
you.
next time. Bye-bye.
Peace, guys.
Bye.
Later.